Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play the War Room. It's time for a new map, a new adventure of death, naturally. I said last time we're going to do Bounty River, and I didn't lie, we are going to do Bounty River. Hadn't decided who I'm going to use, as I often forget. I'd normally use Drake for this because of the C thing. So you know what, screw it. I know, using a CO twice. Blasphemy, but what the fuck ever, I don't care. So we know about his powers, we know about his abilities, we know about the ability to build infantry out the arse. That's what we're gonna do. And we're against Flak, the randominator that we used last time in Meow's Hope. But we shall crush his hope, because he has none anymore. Anyway, name of the game in this map, Capturing. To a blog to an insane capacity. Insane, I tell you. An infantry will be built. And is it me, or does the green look much brighter than usual? Maybe it's just me. It looks like it's burning my eyes. That's what it looks like to me. Oh well, whatever. I do not really care now. We have stuff to capture all fucking day. So let's do that. We should achieve this immediately. Yeah, uneventful early turns, but the basic idea is to capture as much of the bottom half of the map as you can. That little peninsula that you can see Flak's infantry on, that's pretty much a lost cause. Trying to assault it from here and steal stuff, you're just not going to get there quick enough before he can overwhelm you, so I generally don't bother doing that until I'm ready to attack properly. What I do is I focus on this part, and also I will send an infantry wandering down this way, and eventually getting to here. You don't really need to use this as a base, but it's handy to have. I'm going to get a lander because I do want to. Actually, do I want to get a lander? No, I don't think I want to get a lander, that's the point. It's not going to really help matters. You don't really need so much of a ground force in this one. And you certainly don't need Charlie Dimmock's water feature. Never mind. Moving swiftly on from strange references. You don't really need so many land forces because it's a sea battle in the same way as Kuta Strait was. You will need a land force to eventually attack, but to begin with, not so much. So the best thing you can do is capture up. So these early turns, I don't know, probably not going to be that interesting. Oh no, 9,000. A turn is not enough really, but oh well. Fuck it! The tank is there for protection, because Flak is not stupid, and he will try and land troops on your island and destroy you. So he's already loading up a lander as we speak. Like many War Room maps, this became easier in Dual Strike because they gave you a port around about here. As it is, you can only ever build stuff around the wrong side of the island and have to send it round, and it takes ages to arrive, which is kind of annoying. But you live with it, and you build a battleship! Because getting battleships is the only way you will fucking learn now. Oh no, what can you do now? Battleships are coming for you. Fuck it, let's get the infantry to move. And tanks. We all know what Drake can do. Ship defense, powers that do mass damage, it's all good. It's all gravy on the roast dinner of life. That roast dinner is getting cold. You should probably eat it. Just, you know, just an FYI for you there. We got a base. This is good. This is beneficial. We got a tank. This is also beneficial. We got a battleship, which is the most beneficial thing of all. As we've covered in musical terms, battleships, pretty awesome things. What's my overall objective? Oh. Do you know, on all honesty, I never even really... Oh, okay, forget it. I thought there was beaches here, and I thought you could land troops and send them up that way. You can't! So forget I ever said anything. Uneventful turns now. Boring early turns of a map, a new map for us to do. He's got a submarine. A fucking submarine. And a Neo tank. Oh, that's friendly. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. It's just... I know Meow's Hope was the longest map I've done so far. This could end up being longer. It really depends. But But the main aim, I find, is to build up enough funds to get a decent navy, and once you've got that rolling, you're kind of set. And that's why Drake, because if navy is the most important thing, well, it makes sense to pick the most naval of the COs. My turns are short. I'm going to get a lot of them. I'm hopefully not going to need to do editing like we did in Meow's Hope. Nor am I going to lose half a video. I'm not even sure how that happened, really. But thanks to, what was the guy's name? Asaronian for pointing that out to me, because I wouldn't have noticed that. I just, upload shit once it's edited. Apparently I didn't pay enough attention to that one, so thanks for that, dude. See, I don't hate all my subscribers. Just the stupid ones. Anyway, where are we in the universe now? We are in APC territory. Oh, there is one other thing I do like to do that isn't Navy related, but I'll get to that next time I have enough funds for it. Oh no, he's got a cruiser too, and submarine, oh fuck no. The naval battle usually begins round about here, which is where the two sides' naval forces generally meet each other, I find. But obviously because mine are being built one at a time and have a long way to go, it's going to get a bit fractured. But what can you do? What can you do? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. Not a lot. Now what I like to do is set up indirect units on these cities so they can shell landers that are coming in, like this one. I'm going to have a problem because there's a medium tank in there. Although, there's not really anything for them to do, and I can just build a neo tank to deflect them, so to speak. So, actually, you know what? Where can it go? It can't even land yet. So let's get an artillery and leave it there. Flak begins again with his mass capturing. You can see where the lines are going to get drawn in this particular battle. Yeah, he's being a bit more cautious than he was. I ideally want to cover both the beach spaces with indirect fire. I think I can do that as well. If I just move it to there, he can't land without being shot. And if I build an artillery, a rocket, he definitely can't land without being shot. It's well, it should have been a preemptive defensive measure. It wasn't, and well, that's just the way it goes, really. But we've almost got this entire peninsula in hand, and we've got a new port from which to build naval units, so it cuts down our travel distance. We are going to need this APC to keep them fueled as they go, because fuel is an issue. That should be it for this turn. See, short punchy turns. Pow pow. 1, 2. Uppercut. This isn't Punch Out, and I'm not playing that ever again. Seriously, the amount of anger I got at Soda Popinski, I don't even want to know how pissed off I'd get at the second round of Bull Bull. I think I would probably break something. Well, he went for it. Of course, I didn't really think that through as much as I would have liked, because now that tank, not opposed. Fuck. However, we can do that. He'll attack it, and then my Neo tank will crush him. It's a defensive sort of force, really. It's there to protect my HQ from crafty HQ capture attempts. And it will do this. Aptly. Let's just refuel the battleship, because we can. I'm going to need to refuel the sub most of all. That's why I haven't submerged it yet. Mainly because there isn't any point, but it will burn fuel so much faster. I believe it's 5 a turn when you're underwater, and only 1 if you're not. And they don't start with much fuel. I think it's 60. I'll check on that. Yeah, see, he's building up a navy around the bottom of there too. The naval forces will clash. I will hopefully win in that particular engagement. And then I will want to start landing troops both on that middle peninsula, round about... Yeah, thanks, refueling. Round about here, and also up here. And then you make a joint effort across to here from both fronts. I'm using my hands to gesture at the screen, which is obviously pointless. But it's the only way I can explain it, with visual aids. It's the best kind of aids. That's not bad aids. You leave those monkeys alone! Anyway, I think we might have to call it a day after this turn, as time is running short, dear viewers. All I am going to do is just leave them there protecting these cities. They are the home guard, if you will. Anyway, let's put that artillery where it's safe, smash a tank, move a rocket, and build something. I think a sub's a good idea. And with that, I'll end it here. So I'll see you next time on Let's Play the War Room Bounty River.